Namaskar. This presentation is on how to grow in life. 6 for success. So I'm going to tell you 6 important points that you need to keep it in mind so that you can be a successful young architect in practice. The ladder of success you need to climb as a budding architect. So you need to get to work, keep working, have faith in yourself, try to do a good job, and most importantly, don't stop. Later on, after a while, a couple of years later, success will be yours. So, this is an important aspect that I wanted to tell you because as a budding architect and as prospective architect and young ones at that level, you need to be extra cautious in these days when the situation is not very favorable. There is an economic crisis. People are worried about the virus, and many youngsters, engineers, technocrats, labor, they are losing their jobs. In such a situation, how you should organize yourself so that you can thrive well, you can be able to market yourself in a better manner. So, I'm going to tell you through a very structured format 6 important points, 6 for success. So let us begin. These are the 6 important points. Power of intent, set short goals, breather from work, unique, unique ability, interrelations, and giving over. So let us start with the power of intent. Power of intent is something like a very strong will that you need to have inside you to become somebody, to become something in life. So for that, you need to set a strong vision. What you want to be after 10 years time, what you want to be after about 15 years time. You need to dream about that. But then let not that be a dream. You should work out your way in such a way that you try to realize this dream over a period of time. So for that, missions are very important. Missions are something that if you achieve, you go towards the goal, towards your vision and try to realize it. So you need to set your missions properly. Your vision might be, say, to settle down in USA as an architect and grow in life there. Now, what are the missions? You need to start finding out what are the ways to organize yourself. Whether you would like to go there for education, whether you would like to go there for work, whether you would like to go there to meet someone and then try out some offices and try to find out what is the situation there. So these are some of the alternatives. Or you apply to the local embassy here and apply for your immigration to USA. These are some of the alternatives that you have. You need to find out which is the best way to go about doing these things. So these are some of the important aspects that you need to one by one achieve. Whichever work you need to do, you need to have a very strong will. unless you have a strong will and determination, you will not be able to achieve what you want to achieve in life, or you will not be able to reach your vision, realize your vision, which is right away a dream, a very strong idea in your mind. You will not be able to do that. So, power of intent becomes an important aspect. For that, you need to set short goals. What does that mean? You need to have milestones for tasks. So, if you achieve these tasks, you achieve these goals. And when you achieve these goals, you achieve your missions. And when you achieve your missions, you are near your vision. So, this is how all these things are linked with each other. So, you need to set small milestones for achieving certain tasks in the right direction. So the direction becomes very important. You cannot go haywire. You need to have a very, very focused mind on your vision and carve out your way towards that and see that you are not in between, lose your direction. So direction becomes an important aspect. And overviews. Overview in the sense, uh, you need to look back and see how much you have achieved and what remains to be achieved. So at every milestone, at every achievement of your mission, you need to look back and see that, oh, this much I have achieved and this much still remains. So you are confident about yourself that you have achieved certain things in life, going towards your vision, and certain things still remain to be achieved. So you get confidence to go ahead. So this is how you need to further work out your way towards your vision. But then while doing so, many students, many young architects, they get exhausted. They get exhausted because they overwork. Wherever they work, they overwork. And then in the meanwhile, they lose track of their actual goal, their actual vision, what they have thought about in life. Don't do that. You need to have breather from work. And what is that breather from work? You need to limit overwork. Unnecessary overwork because you have an enthusiasm, because your boss is telling you to do a lot of overwork, and boss is actually pleased that you're doing overwork. I think slightly be careful about it. Set your priorities. Work whatever is required, but nothing beyond because you need your own spare time and you need to achieve your goals, your own personal goals, not the goals at your workplace. So you need to also keep that in mind and you have to carve free time. What is free time? Sometimes you need to reward yourself for doing a good job, for achieving a mission, for achieving a milestone. And that reward can be a good cup of coffee. That reward can be going for a movie. For that, you need time. So, uh, carving free time for such activities is very important. Sometimes, probably, I was telling you about going to USA. There are a lot of forms to be filled up. You need to be on net to see many things. You need to visit the embassy. You need to look at the rules and regulations. It takes time. So for that, you need to have time. You cannot come back from your office, from your firm, completely exhausted and sleep dead on the bed and then don't wake up early in the morning next day. That's the kind of lifestyle will really not suit you to achieve your vision. So you need to carve out free time. Another important aspect is that you need to have unique ability. You need to find out what you can do best and what you cannot. And accordingly, you need to position yourself. You need to develop expertise in you. And what are these unique abilities? Maybe that you have innovative ideas, which the others like most. So try to develop these innovative ideas in such a way that you can impress your boss, you can impress your friends, you can impress others. Maybe that you are absolutely perfect in digital media. You have a computer specialty and develop that further. Try to learn new softwares. Why software? You need to be quite proficient in hardware as well. If there is a problem in the computer, you should be reasonably understand the problem and try to resolve it at your own level. So to that extent, you need to have a hardware knowledge of the computer as well. So being a computer specialist, not only software specialist, I think you will have a great demand in the market if you position yourself that way. And third important thing is the human resource management. You should be able to know how to handle people. There could be some people under you. There could be some people above you as your bosses. So how to have a relationship with them, how to manage them in an appropriate way so that you do not lose your importance in their mind. These are some of the most important things, and these are the unique abilities. One of these or all of these, you need to properly work out and internalize these abilities. Another important aspect these days of uh, in these days of uh, computer age, you need to be technology savvy. And what is technology savvy? You need to know how to network. Have your network tremendously expanded all over India, all over the world, in different parts of the world. You need to have befriending potentials. How you can quickly have, through communication, a relationship with the other person. Develop good relationships so that those friends, those contacts can be helpful to you when you need them most. So from this point of view, you need to develop relationships. And another very important thing in this technology phase is this, that you need to keep in touch. Many times we lose touch. Some one or two emails we exchange and then we just don't bother because it's not necessary to contact that person again. But then you need to think about if that person maybe 2 years down the line, 5 years down the line could be useful to you. So you need to maintain relationship with him, greet him on some of the occasions, greet him on the birthdays, greet him on some national uh, functions, national events, and through such activities, try to keep in touch with people. And finally, giving over. What is giving over? You need to lessen your work. You need to see if some of your work can be shared by other people. So delegation becomes very important. How you can delegate your work so that you don't have to do everything all by yourself. Others work for you. So bits and pieces, you should be able to hand over the work to others and see that they do it properly. Also, sometimes you can think about taking charge. You are working under an architect And the architect is very busy. Sometimes it's a good idea to lessen his work and come forward and say, sir, I will do this work. So you voluntarily take charge of certain things. And let me tell you, whether the architect will actually show you or not, but heart in heart, he will be very delighted because of your initiative of taking charge. So think about that. And finally, authorization. You have to assume responsibility, and you have to assume related to the responsibility, the authority. So when you visit a site on behalf of the architect, take a decision there. Keep in touch with the architect, the kind of decision that you have taken. Uh, and then go ahead and use your authority to say that this is to be done this way. So it's not only taking charge, but it is also authorization that becomes very important. And that really will make you a good prospective architect in life. And your boss will certainly is going to love you for that. So these are some of the aspects that I wanted to share with you. 6 to success. Once again, I will repeat: power of intent, setting short goals, breather from work, unique ability, interrelations, and giving over. So giving over is like, as I've explained you, that you need to share your work with others. See that they do work on behalf of you and you are satisfied with their quality of doing work. So these are some of the things I wanted to share with you. And this lecture, when I'm giving you, I would also like to tell you that a short uh, note on this 6 to success has been published in A plus D newsletter, Architecture plus Design newsletter. And I will like to show you that here. So I will show you that. This is A plus D Hotspot, which is a newsletter which is published in July 2020. And my article, smaller article related to this has been published. The 6 pointers to success. The same pointers are explained here. Those who wish to go through this can go to the A plus D July 9th of July 2020 issue, A plus D Hotspot, and they will see this small article which you can read, understand, and if you have any difficulty, please do not hesitate to contact me on my email address. Also, I have a YouTube channel. So I request you to go to my YouTube channel, see some of my videos, and if you like them, subscribe to my channel so that whenever I put new videos on YouTube channel, you will get an intimation and you will be able to see those videos. So all the best to you. Please make sure that you grow in life and have determination for your vision. Set your vision properly.